1,000.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Also, too, you don't get as good a sound when you're having to play to that many people. You can't really hear yourself.
Even
Plus,
with your
there's a
little
lot of
eerie
noise.
things, ear things?
I don't wear the little eerie things.
You don't?
No, I have too much hair and too much other stuff going on. I can't stand that in my ear. I feel I'll be wearing hearing aids soon enough. So. I never could get used to that, so I'm still, that's why these monitors are down here for me.
Really?
But usually but even still, even if I had the ear thing, I think it's still, you'd feel like it wasn't as intimate. I know I like a smaller audience. I think most artists do.
Yeah.
I have to say I prefer a smaller audience.
And what's smaller for you?
Well, I mean, actually, I prefer a club setting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because then I can talk to everybody that's there. I mean, my biggest problem every night is that in concert is that I can't know everyone there, and it almost bugs me. I can't know them enough, and it goes by too fast, and it actually takes my energy because I'm trying to reach I want to reach every single one of them, and you can't. But you spend your whole night trying to do that.
That's interesting. You want to reach every single one of them because it's
I feel like I have to do that.
We come. I think it's unique that the three of us all come from bar, club backgrounds. I was playing, Bud and Faze to 10 people in Lansing, Kansas when I was 12. And that's where we learned. And we learned that if that drunk couple, to keep them from fighting and making my night really bad, I want to reach them. And you learn that there's a magic, and when it happens, when you get their attention, like, I want to do that every single night. And you learn, and that was our education.
And that's it. That was my education, because I mean, I started doing that from the age of 8 years old in clubs. And that was my performing arts school. Bars. Absolutely. That's what I did.
You were at home, weren't you, out in the country singing when you were a little girl?
I started on radio and television back home, and we did a lot. But when I got to getting older, I worked a lot with my uncles, and we used to work a lot of bars. But I was with, with my folks. But it was more like, we worked a lot of Elks Club, Moose Club. So we did a lot of that. But when I first came to Nashville and started having some records, I did a lot of club work, too. But I don't like the drunk crowds as much as I just like a small crowd. Sometimes
I don't think anybody likes a drunk crowd, do you?
No.
Yeah. Because the drunk crowd, that's a whole nother level.
They get brave.
They get louder than you do.
They get brave.
After 11,
they want to tell you.
After 11, yeah.
After 11, you can get a little bit.
Okay, question. Yes, sir. Blue shirt. Mr. Blue shirt.
Dolly.
Yeah.
Hi. My name is Tom. You were my favorite celebrity my whole life. And whenever people ask me why, there's so many things to tell them. But there's a story that I remember seeing a long time ago on some late-night show, and Julia Roberts was there, and she was talking about you, and I want to see if you remember it or if it's true. She said that when you guys were filming Steel Magnolias, there was all these female actresses, and they were all sitting on this porch complaining about how long the process was taking, and it was so hot out. She looked across the yard, and you were sitting on a tree swing singing and just happy as can be. And so she walked over to you, and she said, why are you so happy when we're all complaining? And she said, you looked at her, and you said, Julia, when I was a little girl, all I dreamt about was being rich and famous. And now that I am, I'm not about to complain about it. Did that happen?
Only I think I said I ain't gonna bitch about it.
I ain't gonna bitch about it. I remember I did you guys for that show. For Steel Magnolias.
Yeah,
I came down there. It was hot down there, wasn't it?
It was. It was right in the middle of summer, all that humidity down in Natchitoches, Louisiana.
Louisiana, yeah.
And it was hot. But I was more used to the humidity in defense of them than they were. So they had come from L.A. and all that. And so, but we were doing a winter scene. That was what they were really bitching about. We had on coats and stuff, and it was like probably 100 degrees in the humidity. So, but anyhow, that was true, though. And still is.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, and we love that movie. And I just want to say that y'all are phenomenal women. And y'all lift this country up. Y'all lift me personally up and everyone I know. All your music and your show, Oprah, thank you so much. And is there any way we can get a picture and a hug?
I'm going to let you do it since we were bold enough to ask. Come on up here, right on the show. I'm sorry, and don't start it because that was the one person. No, let her get right there in the middle. So there'll be 2 and 2. Oh, wonderful! The chef, Susan Weaver. Well, you better look there and get this picture, girl. Here we go. Here we go. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. receiver. Okay, and it doesn't matter whoever asked now. I'm not going to do it again.
No.
Okay? The answer is going to be no. I don't care how far you came, how long you waited for tickets, your mama's sick back at home. Okay, yes, ma'am, in blue.
I'm going to the Shania Twain concert on Wednesday. How excited are you about that? Because I know I can't wait. I'm leaving work early, you know. I'm like, I gotta go. I got a concert.
Well, I'm excited about every night. I'm glad you're coming. Do you know where you're sitting?
Like the 300 level, upper.
You're part of that group she's trying to be able to
Way back, the corner.
Actually, well, my show is really interactive anyway, and I'm out in the audience a lot. So you just never know, and hopefully maybe I will actually see you out there. So I look forward to.
But wasn't this even better? This is so up close and personal. This is so. Like the little guy was sitting behind me, said that he'd seen you perform, but he goes, "Oh, she's so much smaller. I didn't get this close." I go, "This is very close." And you are so tiny. Everybody's always shocked. Aren't you shocked at how tiny Dolly is? She is. Teeny. What is your waist? Like Scarlett O'Hara size?
I don't know. It depends on how tight I can get that belt, and I get as tight as I can. Sometimes it's 17, and sometimes
it looks like 20
well,
inches.
it could be like in the
Oh,
jeans,
it's
actually.
not
Yeah,
really. I don't know. It's just.
I think. We should. Let's get a
it's
let's get a tape measure.
My necklace around your waist.
It's so teeny tiny.
It just looks little because, you know, my waist
No,
is
it's
little,
little.
and my feet are little because nothing grows in the shade. No, seriously, my waist is not. It's just these make them look, but it is small.
Your waist is small.
Who inspired you as an up-and-coming actor, or excuse me, artist? Artist. Sorry.
So many people. I grew up in the Midwest. I grew up in Kansas. Yay! Come on, and we're right there in the middle. And I used to have like one radio station, but that radio station would play soul music, would play Led Zeppelin, would play Dolly Parton, would play all the different mixes of music. And I learned to write and rock and roll from like Bruce Springsteen and the Rolling Stones and that sort of thing. But I learned to sing through the country artists like Dolly Parton and Tammy Wynette. That's the music I used to go play in the bars, was country music. So I learned to sing that way. So that's...
You learned to sing, and then you learned to rock from,
from the music I love and listen to.
Yeah.
She's a great writer, too. Both of them are great singers and writers. I love that. They are. I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
I just have something to say to Shania. I lost my father a couple years ago, and just knowing what you've been through and your music really helped me get through it. And I think about you all the time. I have every one of your CDs except the new one, which I have now. And
for free, thank you very much. Thank you.
I tell you, you're wonderful, and just to see you sit there and talk so humbly about yourself, it's just amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
She's great.
Yes, sir.
This question is for Dolly. Hello, first of all. This question for Dolly.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to buying your new CD for God and Country that comes out in November. Do you have any plans to tour for that record?
Well, I am probably going to tour some. I have a new, for those who don't know what he's talking about, I have a new patriotic album called For God and Country that's going to come out on Veterans Day in just a couple of weeks. And Oprah's trying to keep me dressed here. And so we probably will do some tour next year with that.
I got the DVD at Walmart. It had some sound clips, so it was really cool.
Oh, great.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm
You got a
very excited
DVD at
about
Walmart, did you?
Yeah, they have a new DVD with all sound clips from the new record on there. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, cool.
They're doing a big promotion through Walmart and Target and a lot of those stores
great.
with the...
Isn't Walmart amazing?
Yeah.
I was in there. I couldn't believe it.